This is Ernie Trinidad for FilmPulse.net. We're talking about the film Pretty Dead, where the question is posed is, what if you found yourself becoming a zombie and nobody believed you? Be it your friends, loved ones, or the medical doctors and psychiatrists, etc. So the film's Pretty Dead, and I'm here with the two leads of the film, Carly Oates and Ryan Shogren.
Hi, Ernesto.
Hi, Ryan.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you, sir?
Great.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
Hi, Carly.
Hello.
How are you, Carly?
I'm very well.
The last time I saw you, you were a mess.
It's true.
She looks
It's
great
true.
here, but believe me,
I don't
when
have
you
to have
saw
Vaseline in my hair
that
this time.
makeup,
That
you didn't
is
want to
part
get
of
You
it.
anywhere
mess
near
up really well.
Thank you.
You know, some people
Thank
clean
you.
up really. You mess up really well.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you to say.
And you look the same regardless of whatever hell they put you through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I stay on level.
You're that
point.
guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
So the film's Pretty Dead, a horror found footage zombie movie. When Ben approached the two of you to take the leads, what went through your minds?
I'd known Ben before from another project, and so I knew his work. I knew that he was talented, and the idea itself was a little out there for me, and I think I was hesitant. I was pretty hesitant, actually. Yeah, I initially said no because they didn't have a script, and I thought, I don't know how this is going to come out, and it just felt a little funny. And then they said, okay, well let's give you a script, and then you can make a decision. And we met with Ryan, and it all kind of slowly came together in a way that made a lot of sense for me at the time, actually. So, yeah, I'm really happy I did it.
Yeah. I mean, for me, we were all working together. The producer and director, we were all working together at the time.
Right.
And they were like, "Oh, we're doing a movie. Do you want to be in it?" I was like, "Yeah, whatever." And then same thing. And then a month later, they're like, "This is." They showed me your headshot.
Yeah.
And they're like, "This is the girl who's gonna be in it." I was like, "Yeah, okay. It looks pretty good." And then
That's the test.
and I was like, I can do this. I can work with this.
Yeah.
And then a month later, there was a script, and then there was shooting dates, and it was just all kind of avalanched until and then there's a movie.
Yeah.
And now there's an interview.
Yeah, now there's an interview
And now there's an
by
interview.
someone who was cut from the film.
It's true.
No, it was pretty much the same with Ryan. They came up to me and asked, like, hey, we're doing a movie, and we think you would be great for the CDC official.
Mm-hmm.
My part was obviously reduced, but hopefully some of the stuff will emerge on the DVD or
Bonus
Blu-ray
features.
or bonus features, which I thought was pretty entertaining. But so when you got the script, were you able to, for both of you, able to find a connection with your characters, or did you just make it up as you went along?
Not initially. At first, there was kind of this sense of panic and how do I make this real? How do I make this make sense for me? And I had been in Europe at the time, and I was doing some research about craving blood and craving human. I'm just kind of throwing. I'm trying to throw spaghetti at the wall and just say, okay, what is it? What is it about? Is there anything? What reality is there in this? And oddly enough, I was in a cafe in Amsterdam. There's all these people that it was below ground, and all these people can kind of walk by. And I definitely saw a couple people kind of stop and look at, what is she looking at? Because I was researching cannibalism and all these things. And what was really interesting to me is I had been dealing with some little health problems of my own, and some of the side effects of that is craving blood. And so it was kind of bizarre, and it really just made sense. It was like, oh, okay, I can make
Just
this.
another
I can
factor
make
that
this
adds
work.
some
I
realism
think.
to this movie.
Yeah, people do crave blood apparently when they are deficient in iron. So
Wow,
there you go.
interesting.
Yeah,
Learn something new every day.
exactly right. You're welcome.
Thank you. I can live in a better world.
Do we have some blood for Carly? Do you feel okay? You look a little peaky.
You would did great on Survivor. So
It
what
was
about you,
so
Ryan?
weird to say too.
Blood.
So what about you?
I think I just jumped in with both feet. I got this because I didn't have to deal with all the medical stuff that she had to go through. My part was basically be like a loving boyfriend who was dealing with a person who was going through an illness.
Mm-hmm.
To him, he doesn't ever really dawn on him that it could be that she's turning into a zombie, or they don't know what it is. It's kind of the journey of them figuring it out because they're both medical professionals. So it's kind of like my thing was just how to commit to the character enough that it would be believable that two people going through this situation would do what they're doing, and just that came through the anchor of our work together and kind of on set, just figuring out what we were doing and because a lot of times we were shooting it ourselves and making that work. So it was a lot of just kind of throw it all in the pot and hope that it comes out good.
Were there any concepts or theories that came out during the filming of the movie, like in particular cordyceps and any other scientific? I can't remember what it was. When you believe you actually are a zombie.
Oh yeah.
The actual term is.
Oh, it's Cotard.
Cotard syndrome. That's what.
Yeah.
It is.
So there's a syndrome called.
You got Cotard.
It's a form of schizophrenia, I believe.
Yeah. So when that stuff was coming out in the script, and I was like, this can't be real. Were you inclined to actually do some research and it's like, oh,
definitely,
really is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Went
is.
straight to Google.
Yeah.
Where
else do you do research?
Yeah, it's real.
But no, it's really. I mean, I have a family that's been affected by schizophrenia, and it's really kind of tragic in a way because these people obviously they genuinely believe that they're dead, and for Regina being in that situation and having all these people say, no, you just have this illness and this, none of this is really happening to you. I mean, what other situation could you be in that's more frustrating than that?
Right.
So I think it made it.
Especially as a character is a member of the medical profession. So.
Exactly. And she uses her reason and her logic and relies heavily on those things. So to have those be doubted is kind of her kryptonite almost. So.
One of the great things about the film is the chemistry between the two of you and the fact that it feels so real. You become, as someone who's pretty jaded as a horror fan, I've seen so much that I can forgive all the deficiencies that the film may have and just focus on that. And so that it's really brought it out and actually gave the viewer something to hook onto. And the progression of it all was actually pretty logical. And when it ends, it was could that really happen? Which is basically, I guess, what Ben Wilkins, the writer and director of the film, is the main reason for the film. Any fun and entertaining things? Anything interesting came about while filming? I know you shot at Linda Vista Hospital, which was a pretty creepy location.
Yeah, that was very creepy. It was a lot of roaming around and finding dark corridors and strange,
weird baby incubators.
Yeah, baby incubators, little leftover but a lot of places, a lot of films shoot there, so there's a lot of stuff left over. But it just adds to the creepiness. But it adds to it because you find it, you find a little plastic baby and you're like, why would this be here? And it's like, oh no, it's there because somebody else shot something.
I remember going into a stairwell and I'm like, hey, come on, everybody come with me. I had just one of those little lamp headlight thingies.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, no one would go with me, so I went up alone.
I was I probably looked in the other direction.
As I went up,
you got scarier the higher you got up because there was a floor that was locked. And you could just hear things moving around up there. But it was like a bunch of pigeons and shit.
It was locked, but the artwork and graffiti was getting more ornate and stranger the higher I went. I'm like, okay.
Or the lower. Did you go into the basement?
I did go into the basement.
That place was terrifying.
Yeah, that was a fun place too.
That was where the incubator was. The baby incubator.
I took that incubator home.
Scary.
Now you were, Carly, since you were the one who is allegedly becoming a zombie, you were required to gestate a lot of stuff.
Yes.
What exactly was it that you were forced to eat take after take after take?
Okay, so I don't know if I can answer this as well as Joe can, but mashed bananas and Capri Sun, I think. Okay. And then when we had the bleach liquid that I'm supposed to, when Regina tries to kill herself, I had to chug, it was like a lemonade, but it was like rancid lemonade. I don't know how you would describe it. It was kind of like
Rancid lemonade.
it was like it wasn't as horrible as rancid. I guess that's kind of dramatic.
I hope it smelled worse than it was going down.
Yeah, no. The grossest thing was for sure the fat shakes, with like the chunks of the texture was just, it was like, and I didn't.
Yeah.
Banana. When I was a kid, my older sister used to let's play baby, and she would like mash up banana, and she would like feed me like it was baby food.
Yeah.
And so I hated bananas like ever since then, and it was kind of a revisiting of this
When you're
traumatizing
playing baby.
past and playing baby, and they would like drop it on the floor, and they would like pick it up and be like, "Here, play baby." And it was just it was like a horrible experience.
What is your opinion of bananas now?
Okay, now I'm on board with bananas, but definitely like during the shoot, it was kind of just this because it's a liquid banana, so it's like chunky and it almost has the texture of like tapioca. I mean, it was really not pleasant.
Sounds delicious.
I'll let you guys
Probably was. Ooh,
marinate
maybe
with that for a
some-
second.
If we get a couple of banana shakes,
Yeah,
and Carly will
yeah,
have a
especially,
glass of blood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In,
Yeah.
in a plasma bag, preferably
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fake blood is like made from, I think, cornstarch and chocolate syrup or something.
I didn't have any fake blood.
Oh, well, when you guys were doing the
Oh yeah,
CPR and I had to
right.
hold it
Hmm.
in my throat and try not to choke. And
That was our first day of shooting, actually. Was the CPR scene.
That was our first day?
That was our very first day.
Well,
Oh.
It was like, hey,
you brutalized
nice
me
to
that
meet you
first.
again. Let's get to work. Take off your shirt. I'm gonna pound on you.
Yeah. While you try
You
not
want-
to choke on this Hershey syrup cornstarch liquid.
Yeah. It's a good way to dive in. Just you know.
Yeah.
Did you walk away
really.
bruised
Kind of broke
at all
the
after all
ice.
that? It was like he was really laying into you.
Yeah. No.
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 I think I actually could have gone way harder. It's
Go
one of my
realism.
regrets. It's one of my regrets from the film. I could have
Go method.
really gone to town, but I held back.
I appreciate that.
For you.
It's nice.
Yeah, I'm a
Thank
nice guy.
So in all the seriousness of the film and the reality,
Yeah.
it does help to have some comic relief. Now,
Yeah.
was it as scripted, Ryan? Was the comic relief there, or did you provide that yourself?
I don't. You know, it's tough to say because during the process, the script and the improvisation became so mixed. Because there was a script, but on the day we would get there and we kind of do the script, where we'd have kind of an idea of what it was, and then we just kind of make it up. So I think, but most of the script was kind of the dramatic bits and the scientific element, and I think that there was the playfulness between us and kind of the comic stuff came out organically or naturally.
And cue William Prawn.
No longer absorb nutrients from food, then it might be drastic. This is serious.
Let's get serious. What were you saying about
Well,
the
I'm-
cordyceps? That sounds like dinosaurs. I don't know what that.
You're driving me crazy.
How do you not laugh? It's like.
Ryan, give me a
I
clap.
don't know. I'm
We have the
sorry.
slate.
I'm gonna stop it.
Hey, mala da mala mala, hey. La mahala mala la 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 la, say, la mahala, la mala mala, ne, ne.
And that's the scene.
And so now
Since
it's
we
finally
finished
it's
filming.
finally on VOD for the general audience to finally see. So, what do you hope that the viewing audience takes away from this film?
I mean, like I think Ben and Joe have said over and over again, I mean, it's a relationship movie. It's really about these two people. And anytime someone has a mental illness, I mean, it adds another challenge to a relationship. And for them, it was really no different. Even though the circumstances were a little bit extreme, it was really about someone loving someone with an illness, and kind of, I hope that people can see the kind of core of that story, because I think that's what's the most interesting thing, is that it was two people that really loved each other in just really horrible circumstances. And I don't know, do you?
Yeah, I mean that would be great if someone like could watch the movie and take that away. I think it's as a genre film, the zombie thing is so ubiquitous and so out there and done. This is kind of a more realistic and
Right.
personalized take. So I think people who love the genre, I hope, would find something that they haven't maybe seen before and maybe relate to it in a way and like, oh, it's entertaining in that kind of zombie zombie-esque, but there's a little heart in there,
Yeah.
so they can be like, oh.
And then, and then when it goes, oh, you're like,
Oh,
Yeah.
but then you're like, oh,
About that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
and then it ends up at, ooh.
Yeah.
yeah. I hope they make all those noises.
That's good.
They
No.
can make all those noises.
No, you could always make an audience reaction track. And we're just,
You could do the whole track.
Yeah, you
Because
could
that
do
was
the whole
brilliant
track.
work right there that you just
Right,
did.
there's an idea. The new bonus,
Write that
bonus
down.
feature on the DVD is
Yeah.
Ryan's reaction track to
Yeah.
to the film. So after all those oohs and ahs, the film is pretty dead, available now on VOD. For this jaded horror fan, it was a very nice, refreshing, different take, very well grounded, thanks to the chemistry of these two. And it's definitely worth a look. So check it out, and we will talk to you next time.